All right, this is number 4 from section 3.2, or 3.3, I'm sorry. Well, let's take a look at the instructions for number 4. Compute the adjugate of the given matrix and then use the inverse formula to find the inverse of the matrix. Okay, so one of the formulas they give you in this section says the inverse of a matrix is the adjugate of A divided by the determinant of A. And I'll tell you what this adjugate is in a second. They tell us it's the transpose of the matrix of cofactors of the original matrix. Okay, so let me show you how to find that matrix. Let's find cofactor 1, 1. Now, if we were to expand this thing about the first row to find the determinant of the matrix, I would say 5 times the matrix you get when you cross out everything in the first row and the first column. That'd be this stuff. That'd be your matrix. But when you find the cofactors, you don't count the constant as part of the cofactor, but you do count the plus or the minus. You count the sign convention, so keep that in mind. So here's the sign convention for a 3 by 3. So normally I'd say 5 times this determinant, but in this case we just count the determinant. We don't count the 5 as part of the cofactor. So I just get -1. And then I'd normally say minus 5 times this determinant, and that'd be C1, 2. But we'll just say minus the determinant, 1, 1, 2, 1. And that's 1 minus 2, that is -1. So I end up with another 1. And this one is just going to be plus the determinant 1, 0, 2, 1. And so on. So notice the sign convention. Be careful when you expand about the second row. It's actually going to be negative some determinant. You cross all this out and get 5, 3, 1, 1. 5 minus 3. So -2. Keep going. Now 2, 2, let's see, that'd be this guy. Cross all this out, that'd be 5, 3, 2, 1. But that's got a plus in front of it. Okay. +1. 5 minus 6 is -1. How about C2, 3? That's right there, so it's going to be negative. Looks like we cross out all this and all this. All this and all this. So it'd be 5, 5, 2, 1. Now, let's go on to the third row. So the sign convention is plus, minus, plus. So the first one is just going to give me plus the determinant, 5, 3, 1, 0, 1. And that's just 5, 3, 2. All right, that's going to have a minus in front of it, but that would be 5, 3, 1, 1. Okay, and the very last one is going to have a plus, and that's going to be 5, 5, 1, 0. So that's just -5. Okay. So normally if I wanted to come up with the matrix of cofactors, it would look like this: -1, 1, 1. Those are the elements in the first row. And then -2, -1, 5. Those are the elements in the second row. And then 5, -2, -5. Those are the elements in the third row. But remember, you want to take the transpose of that. That's the adjugate of A. So just make that first row a column. Make the second row a column. Make the third row a column. So they're going to ask you to find that matrix first, and then you just have to divide it by the determinant of A to get the inverse. And we'll do that in just a second. Okay, so let's just find the inverse of A real fast. because we've got to divide that adjugate matrix by the determinative A. I should say find the determinative A. So let's find the determinative A, and I'm just going to use this technique, this plus this plus this minus this minus this minus this. So let's do it that way real fast, see if we can do it quickly. So 0 plus 10 plus 3 minus 0 minus 5 minus 5. So it looks like 13 minus 10 looks like 3 is the determinant. So I'm just going to take my previous adjugate matrix and divide everything by 3. And that should be it. That should be the inverse. Easy to make a mistake on these things. But I guess you can always check it by multiplying up by the original matrix and make sure you get the identity.